lunch break. I'm Nancy Thomas, and I'm the director of the Geospatial Innovation Facility here at UC Berkeley. I'll have my slides in just a minute. And yes, isn't exactly the closing of the symposium, but this is the last time we're all together as a group, so I want to go over a couple things before we move on to the final events of the day. So I can go ahead. So as the Geospatial Innovation Facility is really I'm sorry, nobody can hear me. Thank you so much. Great. The Geospatial Innovation Facility is really the central hub of everything geospatial here at UC Berkeley. So we work with students, faculty, and staff from all over the university. Of course, geospatial really crosses many, many different domains. So we have expertise in all the tools and techniques and share them with people from all over campus. The Geospatial Innovation Facility has been around for 12 years now. And one of the things that's really interesting for us to think about is how much geospatial has changed over that time. And I don't want to belabor this point. A lot of people today have already talked about really the revolution in geospatial data. You know, we're working with just massive amounts of data these days, from satellites, from, data that we all have on our cell phones. We all have location information on our cell phones. Sensors, the sensors out there today beyond satellites are gathering data all the time. So we just have massive, massive amounts of data to work with. We also have seen amazing improvements in computing techniques as well and computing power. So we have, web-based tools, we have cloud-based tools, and that's really changed geospatial work as well. And then we also have more public focus. People really know how to use maps and how to use imagery a lot more these days. Everybody looks at Google Earth. Everybody uses their phone to get location information. So it's really expanded into the public domain more than it was, say, 10 years ago. So with that, what we really need is a new toolkit to work with this type of geospatial data. And that's what we really focus on here at the GIF. We need a toolkit that allows people to have tools that work with these massive amounts of data. So things like machine learning, which a lot of people have talked about today. We need to be able to use huge amounts of data, and we also need to be able to collaborate across different domains and different groups. We really can't solve some of the big problems in the world today unless we, as researchers, reach out to other researchers in other domains. We need to reach out to stakeholders. We need to reach out to the public and really work together to solve some of these big problems in the world today. And a lot of that has to do with how we visualize and share information. And map information is really a great tool for visualizing and sharing, as we all know. So we at the GIF work a lot on developing this new toolkit. So what we do is we do a lot of work around geospatial education. So we teach workshops, we teach boot camps, for students, faculty, and staff all around campus. And one of the really great trainings that we've been offering is, again, using some of the new tools that people need that go beyond traditional GIS, which was always done on a desktop computer with proprietary tools. We now use open source tools. We use coding. We use data visualization techniques, and we teach workshops in all those kind of things. We also do a lot of research of our own. I would love to talk more about this project. We don't really have time for it today, but one of the things we do at the GIF is web visualizations, web applications. This is one of our best known web apps called CalAdapt. I'm really proud of it. We just launched CalAdapt 2.0 last week. And what CalAdapt does is we created it for the state of California. We're lucky to live in California, which actually believes in climate change. This website shows the rigorous scientific data that looks at climate projections to the end of century for the state of California, and we create easy-to-use visualization tools around that people actually use. So this is a really great example of a way to make complex scientific information applicable to local level. So I'd be happy to talk more about that if anyone's interested, or just take a look at it at caladapt.org. And another thing we do is really focus on community engagement. So as I mentioned, people from all different domains use geospatial data. So we at the GIF reach out across campus. We're housed in the College of Natural Resources, but we work with people from all over campus who are interested in applying geospatial tools to their particular work. And we also reach out beyond campus. There's a lot of interest, there's a lot going on just in the Bay Area around geospatial. So we bring people in from all over. We run a seminar series and really try to reach out to a broader community. We've been lucky to have people from Planet come and do our seminar, people from Google, so a wide range of different groups. So that's something we're really happy about. And we really think that community is a very important aspect. It's really great for the students to sort of get out of their little bubble of research here at school. So that kind of leads me to think about what we're building here today with this Geo4Dev Symposium and workshop. I think it's been a really great time. It's been really interesting for the people who have been organizing this event, how much interest there is. We were really pleased to see how many people applied. I think we mentioned there's about 150 people who are on the wait list for this event. So I think it's been a huge success. There's a lot of interest around geospatial tools with global development. So I think it's a great start. We're really excited to see all the interest. And I think what we'd like to do is sort of build on this and really build a community of practice. We would love to be able to have an event like this again next year and actually allow those 150 other people to join us as well. So we'd love to have a bigger event. We also would love to see some sort of collaborations come out of this. So I'm sure, we've all been sparked by some of those great talks we've heard. So I hope people have some ideas about maybe new research approaches or collaborators they might be interested in working with. We also hope that, maybe some of the students out there who don't really have a geospatial background, some of the social scientists or economists might want to come and learn a little bit more about geospatial tools and how they could apply that to their own research. So we're really hoping that this is just sort of the beginning of a bigger community that we're working towards here. So with that in mind, I want to do a small exercise. I hope that you guys don't think this is too cheesy. I want to do a little reflection. We've heard a lot of great talks today. We've had many, many different presentations, but I'd like everybody to spend just a few minutes sort of thinking about what we've learned today and just reflecting a little bit on that. So I know this is a little cheesy, but I would like everybody to get out a piece of paper or your laptop or your phone and just take a few notes. I know there's going to be some people who are checking their email instead, but we'll try. I think this will sort of help us as we go throughout the rest of the symposium. So if everybody's got a piece of paper, this is just a 3, 2, 1 reflection exercise. We're going to spend like 4 minutes on this. So I want everybody to think of 3 new research questions you have from today. Or they could just be questions in general that you didn't have a chance to ask yet. So just think of 3 questions you have. Think of 2 people you want to network with before the event's over. So just 2 people to talk to. And then just think of 1 new geospatial tool or method you'd like to learn or use. And we'll just spend a few minutes thinking about that. Don't check your email yet. Come on. Okay, nobody raised their hand. Well, that's great. I think that'll help us to just go through the rest of the afternoon. We do have panel sessions coming up. So if you had some questions maybe that weren't answered or that you thought of, maybe the panel sessions would be a really good time to ask those questions. So just a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to have a break, and then we will break out to these 3 panel sessions. So let's see. The geospatial data for climate and the environment will be in the room behind me, correct? So that'll be in there. Remote sensing for ag development will be in this room, and then global development policy and humanitarian response will be in the break room, so where we've been having breaks. And then most important, going the wrong way. Most important is the reception, cocktail reception after the afternoon events. And hopefully you all have thought of 2 people that you would like to talk to, so the reception is a perfect time to go and find those people. So hopefully you'll do that. And then I do want to also mention tomorrow, because we have a full day of workshops tomorrow. And I really like I do a lot of training of workshops, and I like the hands-on. It really helps you jump into new tools and techniques, and we have a great variety of workshops tomorrow. So I'll be doing a workshop on using open source geospatial tools. We have Planet, we have Digital Globe, Mapbox. It's going to be a great day. But what we all do need to do is go on the website and make sure you sign up for whichever workshops you're interested in. Several of the workshops do require you to either install data or to get a password or something before the workshop. So after you go home tonight, make sure you do sign up for the specific workshops that you want. So I think it's going to be a great day tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. And I'm also excited about the cocktail reception. So see you all then. And that's it. So yeah, break time.